If your salary was 750,000 Lebanese pounds or $500 last year in August, it is only worth $75 now. The crisis is so bad that its national currency has lost around 90% of its value against the dollar. The official peg rate is 1500 Lebanese pound to a dollar, but on the streets it's more than 10,000 Lebanese pound, and this is severely damaging for a country like Lebanon, which imports 80% of its food. The wheat consumption in the country is so high that even if the entire landmass of the country was to be used to grow wheat, it wouldn't be self-sufficient. Inflation is ballooning towards hyperinflation, sending food prices through the roof and leaving Lebanese from all walks of life unable to feed their families. If the current trend persists, the government warns 60% of the population could fall into poverty by the end of 2020. Lebanon was once an upper middle income Middle Eastern state, but now one can argue there is only a rich class, the middle class has become poor, and the poor have become destitute. My name is Taha Zia and you are watching video number 163 on my channel. So how did Lebanon get there? Lebanon is the third most indebted country in the world after Japan and Greece. The new government elected in Lebanon failed on a $1.2 billion repayment of foreign bond early this year, which is the first default in Lebanese history of this size. The corruption within government ranks is destructive. The political system is such that there are various sectarian and religious parties which look only after their own voters and followers, and they have time and time divided their own people and left the masses poor and homeless. Years of poor governance have caused double account deficits for Lebanon. Its public debt is more than 150% of its GDP, and the current account deficit is close to 30% of its GDP. To make matters worse, the Central Bank of Lebanon was paying very high interest rates to attract savings in bank accounts in dollars, but those funds were then misused in bailing out troubled banks and investments in unsustainable projects. This means the money saved in these banks was not generating sufficient returns to repay the interest and capital to the savers. The liquidity crunch is so severe now that there are curbs on cash withdrawals and foreign transfers. The Lebanese people need political reforms before any economic reforms. And unfortunately, these reforms will be very painful for their people in the short term. And before it bears any fruit, a lot of the educated Lebanese and those who have foreign nationalities will move out of the country. This brain drain will have its severe impact in the future economy of Lebanon. The rich and the elite political class have betrayed their people to an extent that more than 30,000 Lebanese people have signed a petition requesting the French government to come back and take control of their country. Corrupt politics is cancerous to the society, and if it's not treated, it will have its consequences. I wish and pray that this beautiful country of Lebanon and its people bounce back. Thank you for watching this video, and prayers for Lebanon.